We begin today with visiting some temporary exhibitions, as it is always worth checking what is on during any visit to a large city. Kensington Palace, for example, is currently hosting Crown to Couture, featuring historic garments alongside modern celebrity garments. Of course, you can probably guess which I was more interested in seeing. My full thoughts on this exhibition can be found in my Instagram Stories highlight, and do make sure to wander through Holland Park if you are in the area. The Japanese garden is particularly nice, and you might just see a peacock. Our next exhibition had only just opened and I just caught it. I raced over as to not miss it. Held at the Queen's Gallery adjoining Buckingham Palace, Style and Society is a bit of a smaller show, but is packed with Georgian fashion, mostly displayed through paintings and portraiture, but also features a few historic garments and is well worth visiting. Both of these exhibits are ticketed for a fee, so if you'd like to see historic costumes again for free of charge, make sure to hit up the V&A like I mentioned in my last video. And lastly, make sure to stop into Alexander McQueen's flagship store in Mayfair, as there is an exhibition space free to visit on the 3rd floor showcasing archive pieces and design material from both Alexander McQueen's time and also Sarah Burton's time as creative director, and the staff here were all fantastically welcoming as well, which was a nice surprise in a luxury retail location like this. And they even had a net curtain in the window with over 10,000 beaded and embroidered bugs, so really I felt right at home. But perhaps you wish to escape central London for a jaunt slightly further afoot. I took a Thames Clipper over to Greenwich, where there is much to explore, but I merely popped into a few museums this time as I was in danger of truly overextending myself at this point and had already caught a cold, so there's plenty more over here to see on my next visit. I didn't make it into the National Maritime Museum proper this time, just the Queen's Gallery, but I really enjoyed my visit to Greenwich. or perhaps a short train journey from Marylebone Station is in order, as there are dozens of great day trips out from London. On this trip, I chose to visit Oxford as I'd never been before, and instead of visiting the colleges, I stuck with visiting the museums this time. And I knew I'd like the Ashmolean, but I loved the Ashmolean Museum. It's like a mini V&A. I hope I can explore it and Oxford further on my next visit, perhaps staying for a few days to thoroughly enjoy the city. All three of the most excellent museums I visited in Oxford were free of charge to enter. Of course, they do accept donations, but other than the train fare and lunch, this is another rather inexpensive day out and very easily accessible from London. I read on the train. It was like forced reading time, and I really enjoyed the book I ended up reading, which was Why Fish Don't Exist by Lulu Miller, and really enjoyed it. But I was able to take the tube near to the end of the line for one last day trip out to Richmond, as I had never been here to Kew Gardens. Founded in 1840, the Palm House dates to that decade, and the Temperate House, which is even larger, dates to 1863. I cannot wait to come back here again someday in the future. A sentiment, of course, true of all of London in general, as it has the strangest, comfortable feeling for me, like having a home away from home, full of ever more wonders to explore, and I hope I've given you a bit of a taste of them. Though I do promise I'll be back with more crafting, sewing, pattern drafting, costuming, etc. real soon.